Well, I guess I didn't get the memo, or I didn't plan very well. My suit of armor is at the cleaners.
Are they polishing it?
Yeah, wouldn't you know it?
Well, don't you have your mead somewhere?
No, I don't.
Sorry.
Amber, we're going to go back to the Middle Ages for this segment, aren't we?
I think so.
To a Renaissance time.
I think so. It's that time of year. It's the Renaissance fair time. It's time when you see knights and damsels, but I think we're in the midst of real royalty here today.
I think so. Welcome to our guest.
Thank you.
Marina Martinez is here. Marina is with the, well, you tell us who you're with.
So I'm with the Society for Creative Anachronism.
Yeah, I know who you guys are.
And we've partnered with the city of Albuquerque to put on, for the second year in a row, a fantastic Renaissance fair at Balloon Fiesta Museum this weekend.
Ye Old Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of you guys that do this, right?
There are. The Society for Creative Anachronism was founded in 1965 in Berkeley, California. Their first official event happened in 1966, but locally this has been happening since, I want to say 1975 is sort of when our group founded. And we are a group of several hundred people who are trying to create a pre-17th century European society. So it's history-based, it's education-based, but it's a lot of fun. Obviously, my persona is a little bit more Asian. In the SCA, I'm known as Wu, because my persona is 600s to 900s Chinese. So I play Tang Dynasty. So it allows me to have a little bit of fun. And in the SCA, that's something that a lot of us do. It's not just people playing European knights and damsels, but anything that we can document that would have had contact with a European society in pre-17th century, we do, and we have a great time doing it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Did you fabricate this yourself?
Yes, I made it all myself, and it's
Wonderful.
again, it's part of what we do. So we research our personas, our people who we are. We research our names. We research our clothing, and so for me, I had to research, the cuts of fabric and how they would go together. And in this particular garment, what I did is my husband and I, he plays Chinese as well in the SCA, we researched beautiful poetry from the Tang Dynasty and found some lovely poetry that related, the pooling of blood of warriors on the battlefield to falling petals, and came up with this lovely garment. Yeah.
We have a video of some of the activities, and I think it's fascinating. So let's run that.
Looks like a blast.
And you can see what the Society for Creative Anachronism does. Here they are.
The Middle Ages, not the bad part like the plague and stuff like that.
No good.
But the fighting, the art, the food, the fun, the drumming, the dancing, culture, we try to recreate that in the most authentic way possible. The Renaissance Fair is going to be a blast, especially the live history stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause if you're from England, or you're from Scotland, or you're from Africa, there's going to be exhibits representing almost all the cultures.
Wow.
From the time period. So you can show up Roman, Greek, you can go and see some of your heritage.
Wow.
Fun.
I know, exciting,
I want to check
right?
this out.
So this helmet it was made locally and worn by a fighter in our barony. The group of Albuquerque is known as the Barony of Alberon, and this is a Viking style helmet. And one of the things I like to point out to people about the SCA compared to other recreation groups is we hit each other, people who choose to fight, hit each other with solid 1-inch rattan. So it's they're not foam swords. What you saw in the video is them actually hitting each other, and it's taped and wrapped to protect them from
That's
any
what I
damage.
need for that hawk.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And then
that's
we have,
gonna hurt.
It is
See,
gonna
still
hurt.
working the hawk angle in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, I saw you.
The helmet is what I need for the hawk
That's
today.
right. You
Can I
need to
borrow
wear
this
that.
for
for
my
your
future
walk.
walk?
It's quite heavy, but see, yeah, it is quite heavy. But,
Oh my
but the
gosh.
fighters, they wear it, and the band, he even engraved the band with these Viking runes. If I recall correctly,
I can't even pick it up.
I think it says like "live on the field, die on the field" or something like that. I
Wow.
mean, we really get into it. We have a lot of fun with what we do, but of course, there's a lot of safety requirements and stuff.
Sure.
And the hard suit fighting is just one aspect of the Society for Creative Anachronism. There's a lot of fencing, there's archery, there's arts, obviously. I also brought
So much history.
The heraldry and
The
And then
heraldry.
and the poetry that goes along with it. It's just all encompassing.
And we all do it ourselves. So
This is
these
going
are
home with me.
these are
This
some
is so
scrolls
wonderful.
that were made by local artists as awards to local participants for doing a variety of things, for excelling in arts, sciences, fighting, you name
Or
it.
bravery,
Bravery,
for saving,
exactly.
slaying the dragon.
And this
all that
particular
stuff.
person, like this one was inspired by the Samhain Misala, so she actually researched a document to base this on, you know, again, reinforcing the historical research aspect of what we do.
This is
So-
wonderful. How often do you guys get together and do this?
Any day of the week. So every Sunday at Montgomery Park, we have our fighter practices. So there will be fencers and heart suit fighters. Saturdays in the East Mountains, one of our members sponsors an archery practice. There's a calligraphy and scribal workshop one night a week. I mean, it's constant. And it's not just day activities. We also do camping events, of course, and stuff like that. So it's year round. There's something to
So
do.
these relationships are very deep and,
Yes.
and close.
Yes. The Society for Creative Anachronism itself, there are over 30,000 members in 19 kingdoms, as we call them, worldwide. So we can travel anywhere in the world and find people that are like-minded and go to events and activities and have a great time.
So, so if you want to be a lord, a lady,
Absolutely.
a knight,
Yes.
a damsel, whatever, you can do that with you guys, and
Absolutely.
and they'll guide you along the way. Well, that's just great.
Is there a dictionary with this sort of vernacular that you use?
We do provide guidelines a little bit. Like I was thinking this morning, so what I have on my head is, most people think of as a crown, and in our terminology, it's a coronet, because also in our terminology, when we're referring to a crown, it's our way of saying that our king and queen, the crown is approaching. So more often than not, we refer to things a little bit differently, but we have detailed guidelines. The SCA is an incorporated 501c3 nonprofit organization, so we have a lot of great structure to make it a lot of fun.
So the Renaissance Fair
Yes.
is this Saturday, the 26th, at the Albuquerque Balloon Museum, and you can go on out and watch this in action and be
Yeah.
part of this whole scene.
Yeah, and bring your family, bring your kids. Kids will have an opportunity to fight a night and all kinds of fun
Oh,
stuff.
great.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a royal feast.
Yes. Yes, a royal feast, all kinds of tournaments, displays, dancing, drumming, you name it. It'll be
Oh
fun.
my goodness.
Venison legs and
I hope so.
oh good.
And mead.
And mead. We
And
have to have
mead.
the mead.
Yes.
I got to have some mead if I'm going to be going to this.
Oh, this is wonderful.
And the calligraphy is
Yeah, the
so.
calligraphy
I
is
love
Really
calligraphy.
beautiful and really ornate. And some of it doesn't look like it's legible, like it's English, but it is.
By
if
the
you look
grace
really
of the king and queen of the outlands, Baron and Baroness of all barons, send greetings.
Exactly.
Don't you love it? That is fun. Hey, Marina, thank you for coming and sharing this
Thank
with us.
you,
You look
so much.
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for helping me out
The
with my
event
nature walk
is
later.
Saturday at the Albuquerque Balloon Museum, the Renaissance Fair. Be sure to check it out. Back in a moment.